forecast with me for October 17th through the 21st. Weather looks pretty good this week. We're going to have a chance of rain, particularly this evening, late this afternoon, this evening, and overnight tonight. Then basically a dry week. We will be a little on the cool side this week before it looks like we'll head towards a big warm-up for probably the weekend and next week. And big warm-up is relative, of course, this time of year. We're not heading for the 80s or 90s, but we will definitely see some warmer temperatures as we head into next weekend and going forward. And cool doesn't mean 20s either. Although we could see some upper 20s for lows over the next few days. So let's take a look at what's going on across the country. So currently we have this big upper level low. This is kind of the dominant feature of our weather, this big trough in the atmosphere. We're going to show you lots of different ways that we can understand what's going on here. Basically, this is a cool pool of air that has settled across the east. There's a massive ridge across the west, bringing them much above average temperatures. But here, this brings cooler temperatures, although most of the core of the cool air is to our west. As we're kind of on the east side of the cool air. It's giving it, and then we have a little bit of surface development and some moisture riding up along kind of this front that's moving through as well. And that is going to find its way in here with some chances of some showers, particularly, like I said, later on late this afternoon through this evening. I would think probably there's a chance for a sprinkle anytime, probably after 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But I would say any of the steady rain probably holds off till 5, 6 o'clock at least. And then there's chances for steady rain basically all throughout the overnight tonight. So we'll show you that on radar here. Actually, we'll do that now. So here you can see same kind of thing. This front here and this precipitation to our south is mostly going to miss us. You can see it's a little hard to see on this, but if we zoomed in, which we're not going to do, but if we did zoom in, you would see some radar echoes that are kind of developing a little bit across kind of the New York City area. A few of those may come in as those would be the chance for sprinkles. The front and the rain associated with the front here will take until probably after dark to get into southern Vermont today. And that'll give us our overnight rain chance. But then we'll have this system pinwheeling to our west. It's going to kind of dry out. This low is kind of detached from any kind of enhancement, energy infusion or anything like that. That's going to keep things going, and also moisture is pretty much detached from the low pressure system here as well. So it'll kind of die over the next few days, and it's not really going to move in our direction either. So, but it will kind of pinwheel some clouds towards us. But I think this will be the last wave of precipitation we get from it. As we take a look at upper level chart, this definitely shows. See, large ridge to our west, big cool area of air and temperatures just to our west at the upper levels. And if we look at that, if we think about that, in terms of the jet stream as well, big ridge to the west and big trough. But you can see we are on the east side of the trough, so we're not exactly in the coldest of spots. This will shift a little east as we go through the week, which will put us in some cooler air than we're in today. But still, the heart of the cold air, the well below average temperatures are staying mostly to our west, and actually they're going to dive a little bit further south than they currently are, across kind of the Mississippi River Valley, where they'll be well below average. We're going to be slightly below average for this time of year for most of the week. So in terms of those temperatures right now, you can see that, right? We're chilly for this, and seasonably cool, I would say, with temperatures in the low 30s, especially given that there was some cloud cover overnight and things like that. It's a little unusual for us to have some clouds and have temperatures in those lower 30s. To our west, you can see here we've got clouds. That's why the temperatures are warmer here. But to the west of that, lots of 20s across the upper Mississippi River Valley, rivers. Excuse me, sorry. And that air will mostly stay to our west. That heart of the cold air will mostly stay to our west. So what does that mean in terms of the overall forecast for the week? So evening rain and overnight rain tonight. Temperatures probably about in the mid-50s today. We could see a peak of sun or two this morning. Those will be covered up by the clouds as we head through the afternoon. Like I said, showers probably hold off till later in the day. Overnight, we fall back into the upper 30s or so. It's going to be a chilly rain, and tomorrow morning is kind of a chilly rain to start. We probably, by daybreak, the rain should probably be finished up. Could still be seeing a sprinkle or two very early tomorrow morning. Then we do get a chance of a few peaks of sun as that trough area moves through. Temperatures will be in the low 50s. Overnight Tuesday into Wednesday, I think we drop back into, a lot of us will see some upper 20s to around 30 degrees. As we head through the overnight. Wednesday and Thursday, very similar days. Temperatures bounce, kind of settling down as that the area of cool air, while the area itself is moderating, it is sort of heading kind of more directly on top of us. So temperatures in the low 50s on Wednesday, upper 40s on Thursday. Overnight temperatures pretty similar both days, upper 20s, I think, for a lot of us, or around 30 or low 30s for some of those some of the more valley locations those times. And then on Friday, we do start to head towards that warm up. Temperatures in the mid 50s. More sun on Friday than we'll see the rest of the week. There will be plenty of sun Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but there'll also be some clouds with that cool pool of air, especially in the afternoons. You'll see those fair weather clouds pop up. Temperatures overnight Friday into Saturday in the mid 30s for most of us. As we head towards, or if we look at your work week highlights, the only rain chance comes late in the day today through overnight. Dry, but plenty of clouds through the middle part of the week. Cool weather for most of the week. Then a warm-up coming for next weekend. We'll probably be back in the 60s for next weekend and also a bunch of next week. Rainfall totals tonight, about a half an inch to. Some places could see up to an inch of rain. So not a real heavy rain, but definitely enough rain to kind of re-soak things down. And a pattern flip coming as that trough, which is currently over us, will transition to a ridge for next weekend through at least the first half of next week and maybe continue on a little bit beyond that. So we're looking for, if you're not quite ready for the cooler air, we'll have a chance to get back into some of that. It'll feel more like late September probably as we head through next week. So that's what's happening with your weather this week. Thanks for joining me. I will be back on Friday with an updated look at your work week forecast, or your weekend forecast, excuse me. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I'd encourage you to do so. Helps make sure that you don't miss any of my videos. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here. If you're interested in becoming a patron, there's a link in the description below that explains some of the benefits you get, and also just thank them for helping out making this happen. All right, we'll be back, like I said, on Friday with a look at your weekend forecast.